Let's measure it now.
Hello FitFam, is increasing your height after 18 years of age possible? I will be trying it out for 7 days in a week and will be checking the results afterwards in the end. There are many factors that can alter your height. Some of them are age, gender, race. There is one factor which you can manipulate to change your height. That is your bodily posture. Many of us are office workers, so while sitting every day in front of computer, our bodily posture is very bad. So you can alter this bodily posture and respectively you can increase your height. So we'll be trying to stretch our spine by doing 7 different exercises, 7 different days, and we'll be checking the results in the end. Let's get started. So today's day 1 and we'll be doing dead hangs for the first day. Let's check my height on day 1.
Recorded 171
Dead
centimeters.
hangs are the oldest exercises which are known to increase your height. So we'll be doing it on the first day just to see if it really enhances your height.
Let's start with the dead hangs. It's not just hanging yourself to the bar, it's more than that. The most common mistake people make is that their body is constricted while performing it. It's not the way to do it. Check out the motion of spine and neck. It is moving downwards. You can do it by loosening your body as much as you can, especially your spine. Listen carefully, you will hear spine loosening. The voice is very minor, but you can hear it. Before performing the dead hangs, you need to make sure that your shoulders and your arms are fully stretched, just because if you don't stretch it, you are going to get seriously injured. If you don't want to get injured, then just straight away go for the stretches. While performing the dead hangs, you need to make sure that for the first 5 seconds of dead hanging, you need to make your body constricted. As soon as the 5 seconds are over, try loosening your body. Feel the loose in your spine. We'll be doing this stretch for 5 minutes, not in straight. We'll be taking 10 seconds break every 1 minute. Try retraction and protraction of your scapula, which will increase the hold time of dead hangs.
So we are done for the day guys, and let's rate the dead hangs which we did today. So on the difficulty scale I would give it an 8 just because we can't do it more than 2 minutes as a beginner, and when it comes to effectiveness on spine I would definitely give it an just because it directly targeted my spine, but you should know how to do it correct. So tomorrow we'll be doing the most underrated exercise on spinal stretching. So see you tomorrow.
So the stretching exercise that we are gonna do today is Bhujangasana, also known as Cobra pose, which is highly effective for the spine. So let's get started. First of all, you need to get back on your knees. This state of sitting on your knees in a defined position is also known as Vajrasana. You see that my heel is touching my butt and both of the index fingers of my foot are touching each other. So now come to the push-up position and place your hands beside your chest. Legs should be straight and move your head up. Your belly bottom should touch the floor. It should not lift off the floor. Now one thing to make sure while doing this is, while your head moves up, you need to take a breath in, and while your head moves down, you need to take a breath out. After you are fully stretched in the head above position, you need to hold your breath till how much you can. So for the beginners, it's recommended that you can hold between 15 to 30 seconds, not more than that. and for intermediate, it should be not more than 2 minutes. I did one variation of this yoga pose which targets the muscles which are beside your spine, left and right. While taking a break between the sets of this exercise, you need to make your hands straight towards your toes and your head towards the sides. We did this yoga pose for like 7 minutes, so let's see its impact. So let's rate Cobra pose which we did today. So on the scale of 10. So on the difficulty scale, I would probably give it a 5, just because it was not too hard to hold it for a longer period of time as a beginner. And when it comes to effectiveness on spine, I would definitely give it a 7, because it directly targeted your spine. And when I was doing it, it was good, and after doing it, it felt great. So for the day 3, we are going to do a very famous exercise among gymnasts, which not only strengthens your spine but also stretches it to each and every bit. So while you are doing this exercise, stretch a little bit more and subscribe to my channel. Keep watching. Day 3. On day 3, we are gonna do Chakrasana or backward bending pose. So first of all, sleep or lay down on supine position, which means on your back should be touching the floor. Now this is a hard exercise. Just keep your hands beside your head above your shoulders and hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. To stretch more, just hold your body and keep the ball of foot up. It should be done for 15 seconds with 10 seconds of break in between, just because it can make a strain on your spine. So on the third day, we'll be doing 2 exercises. First the Chakrasana and then the Chakyasana, also known as front bending. So after doing this, we go for the Chakyasana or the front bending pose. In this pose, the spine is stretched overall, which means the spine is stretched from the left part to the right part. Also, the upper back and the lower back are all stretched, and respectively, the legs are also stretched. This is a very good exercise for people who are looking for a dynamic stretch, just because it includes the legs, the back, and even the core. You can see I'm laying a bit backside. That means I'm using the core, which may strengthen my core. So for the other few days, we repeated the exercises in the same order till the 6th day. And now comes the final day, what we were waiting for. So today is the last day of our stretching challenge, and we'll be doing dead hangs again, just because this was the most effective exercise I did in the last 7 days. First, we'll be doing the protraction, and after we are exhausted, we'll switch to retraction. You know how to retract now. Just release your scapula and you're retracted. You may have seen many challenges like hang on this bar for 100 seconds and get $100. So typically with just one movement it's very hard to do, but when you can do the protraction and retraction, it will just give you 2 chances, which means you can go for the retraction after you are completely exhausted, which will give you a boost for the time you can hold in this position. Switching from protraction to retraction is just like getting a life in a video game, because you get 2 staminas, one of the protraction and one of the retraction. So you could hang a little bit longer than your limit. And here our final 5 minutes gets over for this challenge.
Now comes the time we were all waiting for. So we'll be measuring my height after 7 days of stretching your spine. Let's do it.
Before I disclose the results, subscribe to my channel.
Let's measure it now. $174.5. Let's go. Thank goodness I brought my jacket. The temperature went from 9 degrees to 6 degrees in just 15 minutes. So I increased my height from 171 centimeters to 174.5 within a week. So that's exactly 3.5 centimeters, more than 1 inch. So yes, stretching usually increases your height, especially when you're working corporate jobs in which you need to sit 8 hours straight on the chair, which usually makes your posture very bad. And for regular people who exercises regularly, the increase in your height may be less, but still you can enhance your height by stretching, especially your spine. My next video will be on something on strength. That's the clue I can give it to you. So see you in my next video.